Hey, what's up, Stringlings? We're back with the Great Canadian Pedal Board, and today we're taking a look at the Elmentone Abstract Fuzz. Let's check it out. One of the big challenges that I've had getting into developing the Great Canadian Pedal Board as a giveaway and as something that's going to be really iconic, hopefully year to year, I'd like to do this more than once because it's been a great project so far, has been trying to narrow down what I want each pedal maker to offer up as sort of their signature sound. And one of the issues that I've come across is that almost everybody, has a fuzz pedal of some kind. And fuzz is such a standard circuit sound for a lot of rock and roll. And I think it's probably one of the most common circuits that people learn to put together when they're first learning to build pedals as well. So tweaking it to get a signature sound is really something very important and individualized and meaningful to each pedal maker. Of course, earlier on in this process, we came across the Royal Electronics Fantasio Fuzz that was designed in collaboration with Hugo Moody. And it's an amazing tone bender style fuzz. It really does a really great job of just honestly destroying audio. That's kind of what it does, but it's a great all-around, all-purpose fuzz. And when I came across Jeff Ellman and Elmentone, again, long list of really, really exceptional and well-regarded pedals, but I settled on the Abstract Fuzz because I thought this would be a nice alternative to the Fantasio Fuzz because it's a little bit creamier, it's a little bit richer sounding, and it has some kind of bonus effects to it as well. The challenge, like I said, is making sure that we're not putting too many things on that you'll never need, but having lots of options if you're a working guitarist like I am, like a lot of players are, and having those options available if somebody says I need to get this sound, we've got the sound for you on the board. So that's kind of where we're coming from with a lot of this. Let's dig into the Abstract Fuzz from Elmentone. This is the fuzz this is one of the two fuzzes that are going on the Great Canadian Pedal Board for the giveaway. So one lucky winner is going to get this mounted along with all of the rest of these pedals, 15 pedals in total. So, more on that coming up. But the pedal itself, you can see it's got two switches on it, as well as a toggle switch. So we're going to go through what all of these things do, but really they're very straightforward. The fuzz controls how much fuzz and sustain there is. The tone control dials in how much treble or bass you're getting, as you would expect from a tone. EQ is one that you don't come across very often, and according to Ellman, this attenuates the amount of mid frequency that you're getting. So you sort of got a little bit of a two-band EQ, but with like mids and then high and low kind of combined. And volume, of course, is the output volume of the pedal. The toggle switch controls how much bass there is. So there's a tighter, I don't want to say crunchier, but there's a tighter bass effect and a little bit more big bottom type of effect, right? So you've got a little bit more of a richer, thicker fuzz. Depending on where you are in the mix, typically if you're playing in a band and you've got a bass player, I would leave this down, but you'll hear the difference shortly. And then over here is an oscillator switch, which actually gives you sort of a feedback effect. This is obviously easier to use on the floor because you can step on it. This will give you feedback on your note and do some weird oscillation effects. Very, very cool and interesting effects. Nowhere near the kind of thing that you get with the bias control on the Fantasio Fuzz, and we'll do maybe a little bit of side by side so you can see how they match up since there's been a bit of time between these two videos. But when we look at them side by side, you'll see the bias control on the Fantasio Fuzz really eats up kind of the bit rate effect and gives you some synth effects. The oscillator switch on this one, which the other one doesn't have, gives you more feedback. So it's kind of something you can use while you're soloing. So today, as always, or as at least frequently, we're going into the Neural DSP Soldano SLO 100 plugin on Reaper. And that's just to keep the signal nice and clean. It's a nice flat signal, so you're going to hear mostly pedal. I'm going to grab my headphones and we're going to set this up. Okay, enough of my yakking. Here we are. We've got the Steve Barrett Custom Luonotar guitar along with the Peg City Pickups Super Clutch humbuckers. I typically prefer a single coil tone through a fuzz pedal. That's my personal preference. You can do whatever you want, play whatever guitar you like. I just find, I'm going to do both of course, but I just find that even though we're using fuzz, the single coil is a little bit cleaner. This is the clean tone humbucker on this guitar. Sounds like a guitar through a clean amp, and the neck pickup. Nice. All right, let's click the fuzz on. We've got everything at noon, and I've got the toggle switch down in the tighter bass position. Let's see what we get. Got some hum already, which is exactly what we would expect. Nice. So we hear a little bit of crackle there, but actually I'm looking at my interface and at my DAW, and I haven't redlined anything. So this is all, the breakup is just here on the fuzz pedal. So I'm going to leave the volume at noon. That's where everything is set anyway. And just listen to the difference between the toggle switch down and the toggle switch up. Hear it again. Not a ton of difference, but let's go to the single coils. So there you can hear, once we go to the single coil, it thins out what's coming out of the guitar. So we're not pushing too hard through the front of this fuzz pedal, and we're getting that distinction between the two different bass settings. So how about we stay on the single coils just so we can get some clarity through the pedal, and I'm not pushing it too hard on the front. We don't have any EQ settings going into there. This is a straight guitar into the pedal. The fuzz control first, right? Not too shabby. Back to noon. Now the nice thing about fuzz, ooh, that's gonna get noisy, right? The nice thing about fuzz is it gives you that sustain, that richness to the tone. I don't use a lot of fuzz generally. Most of the time, if I'm playing anything dirty, it's going to be a little bit more blues oriented, so some screamer type overdrives, or metal oriented, so something really punchy and high gain, but with a nice crunchy tight bottom. Fuzz doesn't fit into either of those, but on occasion with a cover band, I will be asked to do, you know, older Clapton stuff, or even some more of the kind of grungier things that do use a fuzz tone. That's really nice. The tone control, as I said, dials in the amount of treble in the signal. So you can really muff it out quite a bit. Whereas on the brighter side, very, very, very nice sounding pedal. The EQ pedal controls the mid-range, the mid-frequencies. That's super cool. I'm just going to go to the humbuckers and see what that does. Yeah, so the pickup configuration isn't going to change that much. It's just how much pushes through the front of the pedal. Flip that bass switch up. Ooh, that's fuzzy. Yeah. That's how to annoy my cat. Can hear that from my headphones, and she's like, "What the heck? What is going on?" Yeah. So that. I'm going to dial the fuzz down so it's not so distorted. I mean, that's really cool. All I'm doing there is I'm just using the volume control on the guitar to sort of manipulate that tone. I mean, what a great, that's just an awesome way to end a song. That's just really cool. It's to me, it's a little bit of an effect that you would need to have a use for, like you'd need a reason to use it. But overall, if you're just looking for a great sounding fuzz, this just sounds amazing. The fuzz itself, the fuzz pedal itself, just jamming out and doing some fun stuff with it, right? I like it. So that is a very brief overview of the Elmontone Abstract Fuzz, another of the fuzz pedals, one of two fuzz pedals going on the Great Canadian Pedal Board. We're doing that giveaway starting May 1st, and the actual draw is going to be on Canada Day, right here on the internet somewhere. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but it will be it will be on Canada Day. We will announce the winner, and I want to give a big shout out to Jeff Ellman at Elmontone for sending this pedal along to give to one of our lucky winners. I'd also like to give a big shout out to our series sponsors, Next Gen Musical Limited in Nepean, Ontario, Nebula Guitar Straps, Peg City Pickups, and of course Amps and Affects at affects.ca. All of the description, all of the links to everybody's socials and websites are down in the description. Please make sure that you get in touch with Jeff about his Abstract Fuzz and all of his other pedals, because they're all really great pedals. And in the meantime, stay tuned to this channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Subscribe to the playlist as well so that you are kept up to date on the demos for all of these amazing pedals built right here in Canada. And to keep an eye out for that giveaway announcement for when we start launching the process to sign up to get your entries in ahead of schedule so that you're in the game. We've got plenty more pedals coming up, and we've got some other configurations in the mix, so stay tuned, keep an eye out, and we're going to talk to you guys again really soon. Have a great day.